Being that I am of German descent and having an affinity for the culinary arts, it is true what they say that I sometimes enjoy a couple of fine bratwursts. These particular ones were placed in the oven to broil for 10 to 12 minutes, and now I shall place some sauerkraut upon the tops of them, and I will have myself a good old-fashioned German feast.
Und wenn das Herz auch bricht, ewig verlorenes Lieb, ewig verlorenes Lieb, ich grolle nicht, ich grolle nicht, wie du auch strahlst in.
Goodness, what a busy morning. I was up till 2 a.m. last night editing. 2 a.m. in the morning once again. So it's like, shoot, I don't even know. It's like 1:15 right now, and I'm gonna go shower. Oh, I wanted to show you my setup. Here's a little life hack. Bathroom's a freaking mess. Where is that thing? I used to just turn on music in the shower and jam out with my little, I know what you're thinking, with my little JBL Bluetooth thing. Ha, here it is. This guy. But here's how it goes down. I use this JBL clip. I put on a good podcast. It's a good way to cram the brain full of a few juicy bits of knowledge. And what I do is I just hang it right here on this hook. And I actually have a waterproof Bluetooth shower head that a dear friend of mine got me. But it's not charged right now, so I've been using this. Today's podcast, I believe I'm going to be listening to some Tim Ferriss. And apparently something's going down outside if you can't hear the sirens. Tim Ferriss is one of my favorites. If you haven't checked him out, you need to check him out. The dude's a genius. He's written multiple best-selling books. I'll link a link to him down in the description if you want to scope him out. Check out his podcast, though. It's really good. What he does is deconstructs world-class performers, athletes or businessmen or bodybuilders and Olympians and things like that. And then he goes through their daily routines, what it looks like when they wake up in the morning, what they eat, what their diet's like, what they read, etc., etc. Yeah, so we're going to do that, and I'll be back. Holy Moses. I've been going all day, and I've barely shot anything. Literally been at my computer for like 8 hours, working on Bomb Socks, which is my sock company, doing some research on YouTube stuff. But it got me thinking a little bit. People have asked me in the past, oh, what programs do you use to edit? Or how did you learn that program? Or where did you learn guitar? Or this and that. And the answer to every single one of those questions, no matter what you're asking, is that I'm self-taught. I never went to school, not a single credit hour of college. Not that I was necessarily opposed to it. My family was poor and I was poor. I've always felt driven to learn things that interest me. So I am of the belief that you can still get an education informally. Nowadays with YouTube and Google and the internet, it's impossible not to find what you're looking for if you're diligent enough to search it out and spend the time reading and pouring through all of the information out there. I think that's an important point, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but too many people will just throw their hands up in the air when they say, oh, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to use this program, or I've never started a company before, or, oh, yeah, that would take forever. If you have a desire to learn something, just go and learn it. Force yourself through the motions of pouring through YouTube and Google and the internet until you know it and practice it. There are so many tutorials out there. People ask me how I learned this and that all the time, and it's always YouTube, it's always Google. I've spent hours and hours and hours and hours learning Photoshop and Adobe Premiere and how to play the guitar, and having the willingness to sit down and force yourself through something like that is a very beneficial trait that I think will serve you for your entire life. I've been slacking on my pull-up routine. I want to do pull-ups every single day, and I haven't done them in a couple days. And if you've ever been in a good pull-up routine, Even a couple days makes a difference. It's weird how that works. I want to do 10 in a row right now, so we're going to see if I can pull it off. See what I did there? Don't mind the closet. This entire thing is Carrie's. I literally have this little section over there, and I promise she only wears maybe 20% of these clothes on a regular basis. All right, 10 pull-ups. Woo! That last one was a struggle. That was 10. I did it. Now that those are out of the way, tomorrow maybe we do 11, and then 12. And by the time the end of this year, I'll be able to bust out like 300 pull-ups, and I'll be jacked. Speaking of jacked, I need to go in and cancel Carrie's gym membership right now. She does Class Pass where she's like on the spin bikes and stuff. And she wants me to cancel mine too because if I'm being real, I haven't been in like 4 or 5 months maybe. But I told her I would go 3 times this week. If not, I would cancel it. And fitness and exercise and health are all important things to success. And so I'm gonna go cancel hers, and then I'm gonna go work out later in the night, and I'll be back. You guys, vlogging has been a trip. It's a challenge. Not just remembering to shoot every single day to get the camera on, but then the time that it takes to edit. But there's a reason why I decided I wanted to start doing it. And part of that reason is because working a 9 to 5 or working the job I was at before, I felt like just totally sapped my creativity. And that's okay. It's okay for a job to not be your perfect fit. And that one wasn't my perfect fit. I enjoyed what I was doing. I believed in what I was doing. But at the end of the day, it's not what I wanted to do forever. And so I left that job because a buddy of mine and I have been building a sock company over the last year. It has been one of the most amazing experiences ever because we've learned so much, it's ridiculous. We built it from the ground up. It's been successful, and we're right there on the verge of making it even more successful to a point where him and I can both potentially live off of it. And so that's my focus, but vlogging allows me to be the creative person that I feel that I am. I think one of the biggest things that it is for me is it's a confidence booster. I have to go into this and just spill my guts, and I'm a fairly private person, so that's tough for me sometimes. But to force yourself into the camera every single day and then post all the inner workings of your day, it's revealing and it's a little uncomfortable for me, but that's where growth begins. That's where growth develops, is out of uncomfortability. Uncomfortability, whatever that word is. And so even in 3 or 4 days of vlogging now, I've realized a ton about myself, and my work ethic has been through the roof because I've been waking up early to finish edits and get things posted, and then I spend all day thinking about what I'm gonna shoot, and I'm working on my goals with bomb socks and this and that, and it's been a really valuable experience so far. I'm excited to really find my groove with vlogging. I will have more structured videos. I will have more of a theme that I'm really following and developing, but my goal is twofold. I do want to learn new things every day. I want to do exactly what I said I would do in the very first video, and I'm going to document that, but I do love to entertain as well. That's a part of my life. I played in a band for like 7 years. Performing and entertaining is something that I truly enjoy. I think the vlog will be a medium that will allow me to do that, and I'll develop that as time goes on and get better and better at it. If there's something specific that you want to see or want to hear or want to know about, let me know in comments. My whole point is to get people interacting. I want to talk to people. I want to meet people. I want to answer questions, whatever the case may be. So rock and roll. We'll talk to you later. We're going to the dog park. That's Jasper's favorite part of the day. Carrie's grumpy. Jasper's not, though. Carrie should take lessons from Jasper.
I worked all day. I have a headache.
She's so on her period. Up. Good boy. This is our family outing, though, when we go to the dog park. Jasper just stands here and drools all over the place. Carrie sits over there and just scowls at the camera.
Stop.
JK. Oh. Easy. Carrie's had a long day. She worked 2 days in a row, 12-hour days as a nurse, on your feet, all day long, saving little lives. She does important work for this world, and we're all grateful for everything she does. Hey, look how good Dallas looks right now.